pretending. Dirty Harry wouldn't know one end of a shoot from the other.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1, are you receiving? Over.
Go ahead, Sierra 1.
Yeah, we're in Eastleigh Street near the Nick. Proceeding, Sarge.
Right. Oh, and Taffy, when you get back here, Sergeant Cryer is going to personally tear you limb from limb.
Here we go again.
Over.
Message received, Sarge.
I blame the cinema. It'd just be another nutcase if it wasn't for the movies.
Cryer?
Cryer?
All I'm saying is that he's always got it in for me, ever since I started. That's why I'm not on the driving course.
Well, Malcolm, nice one.
I wonder what I've done this time.
Watch it!
Excuse me, please. Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1.
He doesn't look too well.
Get the first aid.
We're on a shout.
All right, go on.
Go on, Taff!
Go on, Taff.
Where are they going? The man's been run over. Get an ambulance.
It's on its way, mate, right?
Tell you what, it'd be different if my name was Haynes.
Exactly the Queen's of all for paperwork.
Good on the driving course, though, didn't he?
He's a bit tasty behind the wheel.
Ah, but he's tasty PR as well.
Oh, my
Look,
goodness.
can you get back, please?
The police come in their car, they see a black man on the ground, and then they just drive away.
They were on a call and they've radioed the ambulance already, all right? Excuse me.
They ran in front of me. There was nothing I could do,
We're
nothing.
taking statements in a minute, love. Look, can I have some coats, please? I want to cover him up, thank you.
It was terrible. I knocked him over and the other car hit him.
Where's the ambulance?
Well, it's his own fault. He just ran out. Look at the damage.
I said I'd be taking statements in a minute.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop.
Where's the ambulance?
Be on its way, mate.
I just couldn't. I couldn't.
It'll be here, don't you worry. You lot look after your own, don't you?
I think you better wait in the car, don't you?
Isn't there anything you can do?
I haven't got time to waste on him.
You've been involved in an accident. You go when I say you go.
Love it, eh? Bit of power. Worst mistake this country ever made.
Go!
Don't move.
Please, can't you do something? Please.
Just wait there, darling. He'll be here in a minute. Anyone else who saw the accident, we also wait here. And the rest of you, can you move on, please? Thank you.
I'm Shah, the manager. I'm afraid he ran off. We've got the video of him, though.
Was he middle-aged, about this tall, scruffy and very smelly?
That's him.
Told you, Dirty Harry, as I live and breathe.
We couldn't make out what he wanted at first. He kept shouting for his money. My staff thought he was a customer.
Then he produced a screwdriver with a bit of masking tape wrapped round it, said it was a gun.
Exactly. You seem to know him.
Only from a distance. How much did he want?
It was $1 million to start with, but came down to a $5.
Which way did he go?
Left out of the shop. Do be careful. He's in a bad mood. He got very cross when everybody laughed at him.
We'll go and look for him. In the meantime, can we have the video? We'll obviously need it in court.
Yes, of course.
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar, are you receiving? Over.
Yeah, Sierra 1 receiving.
He struck again, Taff. He just fled empty-handed from the Home Counties Building Society in the High Street. The staff can still see him. He's getting onto a 206 bus.
But we need the flying squad.
What's he done now?
What's he done? How many times do you have to tell them that if you want a plan for your court case, you notify graphics so that they can prepare it? You don't phone them that morning. Unless, of course, you're a stupid, helpless, lazy, good-for-nothing cretin like Edwards.
Sarge, someone to see you out front.
Right.
It's prejudice. Simple as that.
Uncle Bob's anti-Welsh.
Well, he's anti-me.
I don't reckon, Taff. Even if you're right, you haven't exactly made it difficult for him.
Oh, thanks very much. Tell you what, though, if he has his way, I'll still be a PC when I'm as old as you are. There's a 206.
Right. I'll go and get him. We'll see the driver.
Oh, typical. Now, they're just like policemen, aren't they? Never one there when you want one. and then they all arrive in clumps together. Which one do you reckon Dirty Harry's on then?
There's only one way to find out.
We gonna look stupid or what?
According to you, Taff,
Hey, pull
that's
over.
the least of your worries.
Yeah. Only if it's urgent, Bob.
I just had Taffy's wife in, throwing a wobbler.
Wouldn't you if you'd married him? No, I didn't say that. What's she upset about?
About his transfer back to Wales.
What transfer? He's not applied for one.
Apparently he's been telling her for months that he has.
I see.
And it's my fault he hasn't got it. I've had it in for him ever since he started here, so they've been waiting for months for a decision and I keep putting them off.
You did tell her?
I thought I'd double check. I said if he had applied, it would have gone through my hands. To my certain knowledge, it hadn't.
Oh, dear.
Exactly.
Wants to go home, doesn't she?
Desperately.
Did she say why?
Oh, hates London, says they haven't got any friends here.
That's hardly surprising. So all the time he's been lying to her because he wants to stay.
That's what I couldn't fathom. She kept on insisting that he loves the job, that he's crazy about the police. I mean, Taffy.
You leave the door shut. Yeah, all right, hold on.
We're late for work. Come on, open the door.
It won't take a minute, just hold on.
What is going on down there? I'm a married woman. Come on, what the hell?
Shut up! Sorry, love.
As my colleague says, this won't take a moment, ladies and gentlemen. So if you could all get off the bus, please.
Well, mate.
What's it going?
Looking for somebody. Won't be a minute.
What's he done then?
Helping with inquiries.
We got them radios now.
Yeah.
Can you get pirates?
Can't say I've tried.
We can't on ours.
No sign of him on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could all just...
right, I surrender.
Do you?
I'll come quietly. I admit it. This isn't my bus pass. I was waiting at the stop and I just happened to look down and there it was. I couldn't resist the temptation, I suppose.
And that'd be 24 hours a day.
He's on the front one! Who's got my bus? Pirates!
I gather your accident victim has died. Have you managed to trace who he was?
What was it?
Good news about the course, anyway. Now, I've been checking your record. Paperwork isn't all that it could be, is it?
Not always, Mum.
I'm afraid the higher up the ladder you go, the more admin stuff you have to deal with. No two ways about it. That's the game. And if you fall down, people say you've reached your ceiling. Now, it would be silly to do that with something as simple as routine procedure. You agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Other than that, though, you're doing very well. And I think, provided you put in the homework, you'd make a very good candidate for sergeant. Are you interested in promotion?
Well, I haven't thought about it, Mum. Not seriously.
Think about it now.
I'm interested, Mum. Definitely.
Good. Then take my advice and make sure that from this conversation onwards you are always administratively bulletproof. Because no one can fault you on anything else. It's simply a matter of taking trouble. Clear?
I'll see to it, Mum.
Good. Then you better start by putting in your application for sergeant, hadn't you? Does that not meet with your approval, Constable Haynes?
There's something I need to ask you, Mum.
Go on.
Off the record. Straight up, right?
Of course.
Why do you want me to be promoted?
I've told you why.
With respect, Mum, I think there's something you're missing off the list. What I'm saying is you know I won't be a token blackface, not even for stripes.
Yeah, we've got a vehicle failing to stop in Stanley Road at the junction of Eastleigh Road. Over. You've got him in here, haven't you?
It's all right, Taff. I'll go.
Watch that door.
I can't talk to you.
Wait!
You want to get me cut up?
I want to identify the man that was killed. And the sooner you start to cooperate, the sooner I can stop spoiling your image. Or do you want me to come in and see what you and your mates are smoking?
I've never seen him before. Right?
Thank you.
Oi! What are you doing working for them? Babylon! Babylon! Babylon!
You're an offence under the Public Health Act. Do you know that?
I haven't done anything. Edwards, I want a word with you as soon as you can.
I haven't done anything! I'll take it.
Great.
No sweat. You ain't done anything either, have you?
Someone will have reported him missing.
Not necessarily. He might not have been local. Might have flown in this morning. Could be anyone.
I'm not local either. I just come over for the cricket, now I've retired. I just happened to be passing.
All right. Well, it was worth a try.
I do know a few black people around there. I'll check them out. It's probably easier for me than it would be for you.
That's not a problem.
You're joking.
I didn't put on this uniform to get an easy life, okay?
That would have been a serious miscalculation. Have a beer.
No, thanks.
Not on duty.
That's right.
How is it?
It's what I wanted to do.
That's a little rare.
There are police in the West Indies, aren't there?
This isn't the West Indies.
As a matter of fact, they want me to go out for sergeant now.
No kidding. That's great, boy. Great.
Thanks.
Your parents support you.
My mother doesn't mind. My father's not keen.
That's a shame. He should be proud of you.
Yeah. But that's his problem.
So, the police been good to you?
Good to me. The first day you step out on the street in uniform, they send you out with an experienced officer. I was over in Brixton then. Brixton High Street. The guy I was with was white. He didn't notice a thing. But you know how it is. How black people are. There's a look. Just a look. I got that look from every black person on that street.
What did you do?
I pulled the peak of my cap down so they couldn't see my eyes. But it's all right, I can handle it. Because I know I'm no bounty bar. You bite me, I'm not white in the middle.
Sure. Religious parents, right?
Yeah. On everyone's.
Listen. Let's you and me have a drink later. Celebrate your achievement. What about it?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, this'll do. Right.
Bit appropriate, isn't it? Bringing me in here.
I think we could both do without clever remarks like that, don't you? Now listen, what I've got to say is off the record, for you and me alone, understand?
Oh, I got it. Graphics department been giving you an ear bashing and now you want to take it out on me.
Really do have an infallible ability to annoy people, don't you, Taff? Fellow officers, the public, senior officers, anybody, it doesn't matter, does it?
It's the truth now, is it?
I am trying to help you.
Of course you are, Sarge.
Your wife was in here. Now, I have no wish to know your business, but...
And why don't you keep out of it?
Do you want to transfer?
No. I did think I'd get onto the driving course. I was hanging on for that. But you wouldn't have it, would you?
That was hardly my decision. And that doesn't mean that I have it in for you. Now, you can believe that or not. And I realise that you're committed to the job, but you have an attitude. You are abrasive, and I'm not just saying that to wind you up. Now, just this once, will you let me help you? Or let me help your missus? Look, as I just said, Taff, this is off the record.
She's lonely.
Well, there are police social activities. There's drinks with the lads at the end of the relief. Bring her along.
Yeah, right. Look, if we're being completely honest, well, I'm not going to win the Sunhill popularity stakes, am I?
That's stupid.
Is it? No one ever comes round our house.
Do something about it.
It's easy enough for you to say.
No, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be like that. None of it. Look, why don't you book off early? Go home to her. Take her out. I'll cover for you.
No, I'd rather go home when she's expecting me, if you don't mind.
It's up to you.
Thanks. Oh, well done, Malk.
Oh, thanks. Your turn next, later.
Yeah. You coming to the pub?
Not tonight. Ta.
To Sergeant Haynes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Where your family from?
Grenada.
Country boy.
I was born here. Where you from?
Kingston.
Kingston. Everybody's always born in Kingston.
That's what being in the police does for you. Makes you suspicious. What's the truth?
About?
About being a black policeman.
You know the score. I'm a good copper. I have to be, obviously. I'm a good driver, too. But the orders come down from the top. More black recruitment. More black promotion. And it's in the papers. So the public see a black inspector. Or the junior officers see a black inspector. And either they don't want to see a black inspector at all, or they don't feel any confidence because they think you're there because you're black. Doesn't matter how good you are.
It never matters how good you are.
Yeah. But I do have my own book of rules, though. When those coppers who are racist are around me, they have to be nice, even if they don't want to be.
You got to look out for yourself, Malcolm. Still, you're doing that. Now you're getting promoted, you'll be a rich man.
There is nobody rich in the police.
Oh, I've known some. There's always money to be made anyway.
Oh, yeah? What kind of business were you in then?
Whatever came along. Property mostly, bit of import, export, information. It can be worth a lot of money to some people. Still, you don't need me to tell you that.
Yeah, that's right.
I do know some people back home, for instance, who are interested in expanding internationally. I keep an eye out for them. They're always looking for consultants. You interested?
I'm listening.
You could be in a very good position. Certain information from over here, shall we say...
Police information.
...would be very valuable. Of course, for a white person, that depends which side of the line you're on.
But not for us.
You said it.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? What kind of figures are we talking here?
Negotiable, but it's Miami prices. It could be 10, 20 a time, depending. Long-term contract.
No.
And we've got nothing to talk about. Oh, I see. They got themselves a nice white boy.
No, what they've got themselves is a policeman.
You're not wearing a wire. You got nothing on me. Were you born stupid? You think that uniform makes you one of them?
I'm not one of them.
Well, it comes off. It isn't skin. The only difference it makes is that they hate you even more. There's no one on your side. You've forgotten what that piece of scum said to you this morning, a bit of power. You think they'll ever give you a bit of power?
Franken Tyson, is it? All right, Bruno, put him down.
The name's Haynes, and I'm in a job.
Of course you are, Frank. Turn around, hands against the wall. You deaf, Leroy? Come on, move it. Against the wall.
One of them, huh?
What started all this then? He got your ganja?
I'm PC Haynes, Sun Hill. The warrant card's on my inside pocket.
Well, well. Sorry about that, Malcolm. We wasn't to know you was one of our ethnic colleagues. You nicking him?
No.
You betray black people.
No, that's you.
Seems to have gone off you, Malk. Sergeant's exam, eh? Going up in the world.
All the way, son. All the way.
Roger. 19, call me when you get closer.
Hello, Mavis.
Hi.
All right.
19. Okay.
Shelbourne 34. Were you calling me?
Yes, 34. There's a pickup at Cockney Street going to King's Cross.
Dear me. It's rummy, remember, Alf. The idea is to get rid of your cards.
How much am I down then?
£5.20 to me, £10.50 to Andy. And 15 quid to Len.
Johnny. 15. 10. Fiver. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead then.
I do a few fares and be back tonight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a new motor to pay for.
See you then.
Take care. Cheers.
Of course, what would be really good in here is my own computer. Instant recall, single entry update.
Yeah, we'll have a word with Conway about today.
Well, then you run into data protection, don't you?
You would, wouldn't you?
Villains will start demanding copies of their own printout. Rather defeats the object of local intelligence, I suppose.
Yes, Reg. Taff.
You will put those back when you finish, won't you, Taff? Well, the cards. Some people don't, especially on your relief. Still, I expect I'll have you all house-trained in the end. Even CID is starting to see things my way.
She's efficiency mad, that woman.
You know, I reckon if she had 3 people in her office, she'd arrange them in ascending order of height.
Collates have to be organised.
Local intelligence officer, please. The whole Nick started to revolve around her. You know, she started an index of mannerisms. Yeah. Villains who pick their noses are filed under N, and those who scratch their backsides are under A.
What's she going to do with people like you who do both then?
Oh, ha, ha.
It's being sorted.
What is?
Kathy Marshall.
Who by? Conway thinks the sun shines out of her cardex.
She had me and Tosh in there yesterday for coffee. Gave us a right lecture. So she's getting a phone call. At 3 o'clock.
Another 40 quid. I'm spending more on incidentals than I am on wages. Don't you ever win, Lines?
No, Gov. But I was very lucky in love.
Anyway, I thought we'd knock it on the head, Gov.
You thought, Alistair.
I did plenty of raids in my time at West End Central.
You can handle it then?
Just about so, yeah.
With how many men?
24 will be plenty.
24 for an illegal gambling joint.
And there's a whiff of illegal substances as well, Gov.
You can have 12. As many CID as you can drag out the pub, and the rest uniforms. And don't forget the warrant. Yes, Garfield.
I'm on my way to the pizza parlour then, sir, for my reconnaissance run.
Good. Have a nice time. And don't spend any money.
I will have some backup tonight, won't I, sir? I mean, it's not that I mind being a decoy, but if...
Just leave it with me, all right?
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Brownlow's on the phone for you.
Thanks, Marion. Sir.
What's he doing organising this pizza stakeout?
Relax. George Garfield's the ideal choice.
Not exactly a Harley Davidson, is it, Mr. Levkas?
Oh, it is perfect for the job. That's why we use it. Our boys can ride it. You want to try a run, huh?
Yeah, I suppose I'd better.
Damien, Alexore.
Pick out for call-outs is early evening, is it?
You know, 7, 8 o'clock, especially this time of week.
And that's when the robberies have happened?
Hoax called to block of flats. Delivery boy gets mugged. Every time the same 2 men.
Suit you, mate.
All right. Oh, did you get the message from Alec Peters, Kath?
What message?
Well, the fire officer's visit.
No.
Yeah, typical Alec. Well, the FO's coming this afternoon,
So?
so it's down to you. But the Clayton's the fire liaison officer here, always has been.
Hello, can I help you? Sorry, who? Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I've only just found out about it. Now, what exactly... Uh-huh. Well, they're not tested in situ, then. I see. Right, well, I'll do what I can. See you in about an hour, then. OK, bye. Harry Gresham, fire officer.
Oh, God, not Harry. He wants all the extinguishers in the yard, does he, so he can test them properly?
So he says.
Yeah, well, Reg used to leave just one in each corridor and stick the rest in a parking bay. Now, there is a layout map of a nick in here somewhere with all the fire points marked on it. Oh, here it is.
Sarge, is this right about me being fire liaison officer? I've just been told I've got to organise an extinguisher check.
Oh, yeah, right. But I'm sure you'll be able to manage it. Oh, Ken, you're on 4-bit, aren't you?
That's right, sir.
We're getting a lot of flack from Ream Street Market, you know, stallholders obstructing the pavement, fly pitchers taking customers from the stallholders. Have a word in a few ears, will you?
Yeah, sure, sir.
But don't take any nonsense. And whatever you do, don't buy a pair of jeans while you're down there. Wear them once in the rain, all kind of things go blue.
Thanks, Sarge.
Now, just keep them all full for a bit, except the cheese supers, all right?
Gimme. This isn't going to be dangerous, I hope.
No, Sarge, look, it's just a bit of...
I don't want to know. That's all.
Is Christine Fraser about, Bob?
No, she's off for the rest of the afternoon.
Only I need 12 good men in True. We're turning over a gambling den tonight.
Have you had it authorised, Mr. Conway?
Yeah, it's been authorised.
Excuse me.
There's a fire.
All right if I put these here, do you think?
Oh, yeah, I don't think he'll be back.
Doing a bit of moonlighting, are we, Georgie?
Don't talk to me, I'm undercover.
Well, if you're trying to do an impression of a Pratt, you're doing very well. Mine's a double cheese, no olives.
It's nothing, just a little, how you say?
Knackered.
Sensitive. You got to treat it gently, that's all.
Yeah, we'll just make sure it's fixed by tonight.
Sure,
right?
sure. You like some lunch?
I still got some dough left.
No thanks.
And you've got the best avocados, 35p. Iceberg lettuce is 35p each. Avocados, madam, right, 35p each. Get your garlic from France, 40p. Bonjour, Matlow, 40p.
Hey, hold this up. Yeah, hold where that? Genuine bone china. Hold it up to the light. Clear as a lady's see-through nightie.
Excuse me, sir, you do realise you're outside your markings, don't you?
Do what, pal? Oh, yeah, hang on, love. No.
Your
hang on,
markings. At the back as well. 6 feet by 9's all you're allowed.
What's he on about, Eric?
He's taking up too much space. You as well, mate. You're causing an obstruction.
Who said so? Them slags at the town hall?
Nothing to do with the council, sir. We've had a lot of complaints from members of the public.
Oh, leave it out. We've always gone a few inches over, all of us.
Yeah, well, people can't get by.
Well, let them go round the other way then. I've got a living to earn. Yes, sweetheart.
Look, I'm not asking you to move right now.
Oh, right. Yeah, beautiful stuff, darling. As stocked by Harrods and used by the Queen Mum herself.
Just keep within your limits tomorrow, all right?
That's not all right. I pay 40 quid a week for this spot.
Yeah, me and all.
Why don't you go and sort out them fly pitch? Don't give us the hassle.
How much is the crest, darling?
He's been there all day. No one's moved him on once. Not once. He's earning a fortune. You're standing around here getting heavy over a few inches. It's a bleeding joke.
Look, 6 by 9, all right?
Yeah, 6 by 9. Yeah, tomorrow. Sort out that fly pitch at 6 by 9. What's he take me for, eh? Never mind. Did I say £50? Never mind £15. Never mind £25. Here, come on, lady. At tenner. Go, take the money. 60p each, 2 for a quid. Make the nip mistake. I'm a magic balloon. They're beautiful and they fly.
Please, sir.
What's that, me licence to live?
Street trader's licence, peddler's licence.
Nah, they're not pedals, mate, they're balloons.
Yeah, and you're selling them.
Not with you standing there, I'm not. Come on, they're only 60p each, 2 for a quid, eh? Who'll have one? Blown up by Mickey Mouse himself
can I
in
have some
Disneyland,
transport,
they are.
please? I'm arresting a fly pitcher.
All right, I'm going.
No, you're not.
Taff, Ken Melvin needs a set of wheels at Ream Street Market. Can you deal, please?
Be there in 3 minutes, over.
Thank you. Kath, what are you doing?
Well, extinguishers have got to be checked. Apparently I'm fire liaison officer.
Oh.
Anyone want a balloon, eh? Before they're taken down and used in evidence against me.
You call for a taxi, did you, Kenneth?
Yeah, thanks. This one's nicked for unlawful trading. Back to the station, eh?
Sierra Oscar from 101, are you receiving? Over. Yeah, this market job, Viv. We need a ruddy Pantechnica, not a panda.
Tell you what, go and buy a basket, we'll fly down the neck.
I thought it was Reg Hollis's old flame. That's all.
George, get your uniform on and get down to Ream Street Market with the Sherpa van. Give Ken Melvin a dig out, will you?
Sarge, she's doing well, isn't she, Sarge?
Yes, I appreciate that. What you lot up there don't seem to appreciate is that I got... Hang on. Yes.
Sorry, sir. All right if I take your extinguisher?
Pardon?
Your extinguisher. Fire officer test.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Thank you.
Yeah, what I want to know is how these allocations are arrived at.
That'll do you.
Tell you what, Ken, you missed your vacation. You should be in the street.
He's got a big one, hasn't he?
Go on, get in, you.
Come on, sit in the front with the job,
Get in.
Oh, open the other door, for God's
It's only a wind-up. Are you telling me she shouldn't be wound up because she's a woman?
She's a woman, she's efficient, and the machos don't like it.
Look, I've got nothing against efficiency, right? But I do object to being house-trained by someone who hasn't been collated for 5 minutes. And so do Tosh, and so do all the rest. Anyway, look, wind-ups are like tests, aren't they? They tell you things about people. But is Kath really naive? Does she really believe she's God's gift to Sun Hill? Well, if so, maybe this will give her something to think about. Just look at it as character building, yeah?
Hello, this is Kathy Marshall, WPC at Sun Hill. I'd like to speak to Harry Gresham, please. I believe he's our visiting fire officer. Harry Gresham, yes. You haven't. I see. Yes, I'm sorry for troubling you.
You look ever so sweet, Ken.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Oh, me balloons! Me balloons! Oh, that's me livelihood, that is!
Don't worry, we'll get Northumberland to set up a roadblock.
Still, got no evidence now, have you, for illegal trading?
Oh, just damage to police property.
Resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer in the execution of his duty. Come on.
Alistair, I can't find your 12 good men and true for tonight, so you're going to have to make do with 6 ne'er-do-wells and 3 nightmen looking for a bit of overtime.
Fine, I'm just off to get the warrant.
You're going to hold a briefing, presumably?
7:30 in the LIO's room?
Better make it a bit earlier. I'm supposed to be letting you in, don't forget.
So?
Well, I can't be in 2 places at once. I should really be sitting down playing cards by then.
Well, I'll just have to hold the briefing without you then, Tosh, won't I?
Yes.
The officer on the case thought air traffic control ought to be informed in case they're a hazard. No, straight up. Well, no, not quite straight up. More northwesterly, really.
Still, she may be a pain, but I reckon she's straight. She wouldn't point the finger at anyone.
TC Carver, could you possibly spare me a minute in the yard?
Yes, sir.
What are those?
Well, they look like fire extinguishers, sir.
Can you explain what they're doing in your car?
No, sir.
I don't suppose you know who did it, Carver, and I'm not particularly interested. What concerns me is the lack of maturity that makes you the obvious target for such a juvenile prank. If you want a career in CID, I suggest you leave the locker room behind and start to take the job seriously. Now get a grip.
Yes, sir.
And you have precisely 15 minutes to get those fire extinguishers back in place.
Sir.
Me and my flexible friend have been around a bit, Jim. You should get an alarm fitted. Still, it's all character building, isn't it?
What's happened, Jim?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Everything's wonderful.
Can't you use a sponge and chamois like everyone else, Carver? No, tell me later. And a pizza, 7 o'clock, Garfield, don't forget.
OK, Mr. Pym, for 9 o'clock. No problem.
2 deep pan with pepperoni for 9 o'clock.
Okay. Your pizzas, your orders. Please, Harry.
What, are all these dodgy ones?
Not dodgy, good people, all regulars. Please go, people are waiting, people are hungry.
Hang about. Look, I'm not after a career in pizzas, Mr. Levkas. You want them delivered, you take them in your car. I'm here to do the dodgy ones.
How can I take them in my car? I got a business to run. Panta Pizza, can I help you? Sorry, sir. Can you say again? And the name and address, please? Uh-huh. Be with you in 20 minutes, sir. Thank you. It's the one. Burton, Garrod House, Fernpack Estate. I'm sure it's the one.
You got same name and address as before?
No, same voice. Here. Take one of yesterday's. And please, take this as well.
No, Now look, is the bike fixed?
Sweet as a nut.
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving, over.
Go ahead, 218.
Yeah, Viv, I'm on my pizza run. Is the backup ready, please? Over.
What backup's that, George?
The backup that Conway was organising. I've got a niffy call here. You know, possible robbery.
Sarge, back up for George.
No.
Sorry, looks like Conway's forgot about.
Oh, terrific. So what do I do if I get jumped?
Make them eat the pizza. Only one I ever had from there nearly killed me.
Will you just get the address, Vivian?
What's the location of the suspect called, George?
43, that's 43 Garrod House, Fellbank Estate. The caller's alleged name is Burke.
Understood.
Oh, Taft, very man. You back for the raid briefing?
Yes, Sarge.
Preceded by an hour in the canteen?
Oh.
Never mind. Take the wanting out of waiting. Ken, you'll do. Go with Taff in the Sherpa to Fellbank Estate. Assist George Garfield as necessary. Control will give you the details as you go.
Yes, Sarge. Thank you very much, sir.
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving, over.
Go ahead, George.
Have arrived at Fellbank Estate. Is a backup here, please, over?
ETA, 1 minute.
Right, OK.
George is at the estate, Taffy.
For me. Burton, number 43.
Yeah, that's me.
Money first, please. That'll be £3.50.
No, mate, you got it wrong. You give us the money. Yeah, and this.
God, we're being ambushed. It's George. Okay, you're next.
All right. All right. Yeah, no, 101, you're receiving, over. Yeah, we're coming in now, Viv. You better set the charge room table. We're bringing in supper.
The target address is 45 Telbourne Street. The shop at the front is currently a minicab office, Telbourne Cars. The room at the back is in regular use as an illegal gambling club, mostly cash over the table card playing, and there's talk of illegal substances. This raid is authorised by a warrant under the Gaming Act, and its object is to arrest as many persons there as possible, maybe 12 to 15, engaged in the aforesaid illegal gambling. DC Tosh Lyons is undercover at the club, and the plan is that he'll let us in at the back door at 8:10 precisely. Because Tosh is there, I don't anticipate any problems in gaining access, but we will go equipped to force an entry if necessary. Once inside, I don't expect much in the way of resistance either. They may run, but with efficiency and good timing, we should net the lot with no hassle. Any questions?
Relax, Alf. You ain't even down a score.
Okay, let's go.
All units from Telbourne 1, into position, please. Good luck.
Telbourne 2 standing by, over. Telbourne 3 standing by, over.
Ah, that'll do nicely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get the ladders up.
I'm gonna get some fresh air.
There's no escape, Elf. I've nicked your car keys.
I can't even afford the petrol now, anyway. What's going on?
What's going on out there?
I'm just gonna have a look.
Oh, Bill!
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Old Bill.
Knit one, pearl two, Gov.
Accident, Southend, Pontoon Lane, Ford Cookery, Blue, stolen from Wicks Avenue, 0830 hours.
Right, off you go.
Got to be a DOA.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, clear. Let him through. Come on, move it. So what was he? A goer?
Yeah. He was a goer from the moment we stuck our nose in behind him. So we was just waiting for a shout to confirm that the car was nicked. So we must have given Chummy a touch of the seconds. Because he was away. A real goer.
As long as you didn't set him up for it.
Set him up?
You know what they say about you traffic people?
Yeah. When we get bored, we do a tail-end Charlie up someone's exhaust pipe, all along the high street, until he has to put his toe down and go for it.
So there's no truth in it?
Of course not. We've got a job to do.
Ozone friendly, that's us.
Anyway, it's got to be moved. What about a breakup?
Yeah, well, there's one on its way.
What do you reckon then, Ellie?
What was it? Joyride?
That's all.
How old was he?
17 and a half. Anyway, it all happened within a driver's view from starter's orders right up till he hit that dog.
All down to you then.
Looks like it. Oh, get rid of them kids, will you?
Hey! Hey!
Out of it.
Sarge!
Yeah.
Whose is it?
Traffic.
Yeah, well, they're welcome to it.
Let him through, will you?
Okay, hold it.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
While you're here, we've got a problem.
No problem.
Yeah. We've been meaning to contact you a lot, seeing as you're here anyway.
Claire!
That car, was it stolen?
Yes.
Thought so.
Should have seen the way it came down that road. Oh, the speed it was going at.
What about the driver? Is he all right?
No. So, what is it? What's the problem?
Well, it's...
Well, is it vandalism? Didn't we get a call a couple of weeks ago about some vandalism?
A couple of weeks ago? It's been more times than that. I couldn't count how many times we've complained about yobs coming in here at night.
It's a nice bit of soil. Anyway, as you can appreciate, there's not a lot we can do with an open area like this.
There's a lot you can do.
No. I've no doubt one of our people has suggested that you lock your sheds.
Yes, but what's the point? If the yobs and the kids see a shed with a lock on it...
They just bust it open.
That's right. So we worked out it's better not to have your shed locked and let them see that.
In other words, give in to them. Well, that's more or less what the police are always advising us to do.
Not exactly, no.
No? Well, I've heard it all now. I mean, you read it, don't you? Just let them rob you. Don't put up a fight. Don't approach anyone. In other words, always give in. Always let yourself get smacked in the teeth by a bunch of...
And you take all your tools and your stuff home each day, do you?
You have to. Anyway, it's not vandals we're worried about at the moment. It's something else.
What?
Over there.
I don't know why they can't do it in their own homes.
Who?
Or a hotel room somewhere. I mean, if they have to do it, why do they have to do it here?
Do what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey?
That's what we're complaining about. Couples coming in here and having it off.
When?
All the time.
Even in daylight.
Oh, dear, what's happened here?
Hey? Oh, that belongs to Mr. Prince.
Doesn't look after it.
He was doing. He had a lot of nice things coming up until a few days ago. And then he dug it all up in the middle of the night.
Anyway, these couples, do you know them?
Of course we don't know them.
We wouldn't want to know them.
Well, where do these so-called activities take place?
We'll show you. They've been using the sheds.
Yes, our sheds.
They usually come in along here and they leave their empty bottles lying around and cigarette ends and empty fag packets.
They also leave other things lying about. Well, you know.
Yes, disgusting. They've got no shame.
No, none.
Well, what are they, down and outs?
Who?
These people.
Well, no, they're quite respectable, some of them, the men, that is.
Some of them are disabled.
Disabled?
Yeah, they come here in cars. They park them right over there. They've got a disabled person sticker on it.
They even helped themselves to one of my tomato canes once. Now, why would they want a tomato cane?
This car, what's it like?
Small, foreign-looking.
A bit beaten up.
What colour is it?
Sort of yellow colour.
Thanks.
Come on, over.
Scarecrow things,
Yeah,
are they?
very sure.
Sarge.
Oh, all tidied up.
Yes, Sarge.
You got a garden, Claire?
Me, no, 2 flower pots.
I have. A nice one. And an allotment nearby. But I could do with a bit of land like that. Well away from home. Well away from all my troubles. I'll be all right there.
Yeah, as long as you took your bleeper with you, you would be.
Ah, bury that. Iris Fuller. Do you know her?
No.
She's working tart. Tom, street level, just above the slag. But she's been working by motor for the last year or so. Anyway, going by the people back there, Iris Fuller has been scoring and bringing the clients down here.
So an allotment?
Yeah, down amongst the Brussels sprouts, and that's got to be different.
Well, she's been seen working here.
No, not exactly, but her motor has. A little beaten up yellow Fiat with a disabled sticker on it. And that's got to be Irish.
A disabled sticker?
Yeah.
Get away.
Honest. So she can park and solicit just about anywhere. The last time we did her, we asked her what her punters thought about it.
What did she say?
She said no trouble at all. Anyone sussy about, she just tell her punters to limp. She's a cases, Iris. Ahoy there.
Yeah, hang on.
How are you, Ronnie?
All right.
The wife in?
No.
She's still driving that little yellow Fiat of hers?
Yeah.
She's still a working girl?
No, she gave it up. She got fed up with being busted by your lot.
So what's she doing now, then?
Oh, she's, courier.
Don't you mean carrier?
Eh?
If you're still living off of moral earnings, Ronnie, I shall bust you for being a ponce.
How can I still be poncing when she's not working, eh? Besides, she can't bring the punters here. I'm decorating.
She must be doing it somewhere.
Must she?
What about al fresco?
No, not Iris.
Oh, this lot must be costing you something. The paint's not cheap.
Too true.
Yeah, received. Sarge, we got a call. Jenna Road Infant School, somebody's gone missing.
Right, get in.
We haven't heard from her in 3 days. Not a word. But the car's still here, been here ever since.
Did she say where she might be going? Any plans of any kind?
No. Anyway, she'd tell us, wouldn't she? She's a very conscientious person. Hurry up, you two, you're late. And a good teacher, too.
Has she ever left the car here before overnight?
Once or twice when her husband collects her, but never this long.
And you say you've telephoned her at home?
Yes, repeatedly, but there's no reply.
What does she look like?
Dark-haired, slim, and pretty. Very pretty. Almost too pretty.
Oh, which car is it?
It's this one here.
And her name again?
Mrs. Prince. Stephanie Prince.
Mr. Prince!
Let's try round the back. The allotments again. We've come full circle. And someone called Mr. Prince has one of those allotments. And he dug it all up a couple of days ago, plants and all, in the middle of the night.
The name's Calloway. Plot 17. And I've paid me subs.
That's not the reason we're here.
Oh?
Some of your friends asked me over here earlier
They're not my friends.
about all that canoodling going on in those sheds of yours.
Well, it don't bother me. Good luck to them, whoever they are.
We're also making inquiries about a Mr. Prince.
Yeah, that's his plot over there. What's left of it. He had a good display there. Him and his wife. They did wonders with that bit of ground. They were always out here working on it together. Nice pair of people. Better than them nosy pillocks.
Any idea why he dug it up?
No. He just come out here one night and did it. I saw him next morning, early, over by his road. I said hello and he didn't say nothing. He just hurried past. Looked like he was in tears.
Have you seen him since?
No.
What about Mrs. Prince?
I haven't seen her for a few days.
Yes? What is it?
What sort of people work this bit of ground?
Well, just a couple, a middle-aged couple. Why?
Well, doesn't this look like...
Hmm. The couple who work that allotment over there.
What about him?
What's their name?
Burridge.
Anyone else grow things then?
No, only them. Why?
Where do they live?
Don't know. Over by Chalk House somewhere. Mr. Little shall be able to tell you. Only he's gone home. Mr. Bell might know.
Thanks.
But if you want to talk to the Burridges, you don't have to worry. They'll be back soon. They've gone to get more bean sticks.
Let's see if we can get that back gate open. Right?
So what's so simple about the simple life then, Sarge?
The what?
This gardening lark. All that peace and tranquility you keep going on about. I mean, what have we had so far today in Happy Valley? Prostitution, what looks like homegrown, flourishing and doing well, and the possibility that someone's killed their wife and buried her. Well, I'm glad I've only got 2 flower pots.
It's not always like that with gardening, you know.
No? Well, what do we do now? Start digging?
Not yet.
Somebody's had a go.
Yes.
Sarge.
Mr. Prince?
Yes.
Is your wife in the house, Mr. Prince?
No.
Would you mind telling us where she is, please? Only we had a call, you see. People have been asking after her.
What people?
The staff at the school where she works. They're anxious to know about her. They'd like to know that she's okay.
Is your wife okay, Mr. Prince? Right then, will you tell us what happened to the garden? Your garden. Did you wreck it?
Yes.
And the allotment you and your wife used to use? From what I've been told, it was quite something out there. You and your wife working together. A real showpiece.
It was once.
What about the garden? Did the 2 of you build that up together as well?
Yes.
Bet it looked good.
Yes, it did.
Mr. Prince,
Yes.
has your wife left you? Gone off with someone else?
Yes.
And you've been sat in here like this ever since?
Yes.
What about family or friends, Mr. Prince? Is there anyone we can get to come see you?
My sister.
Sorry?
I have a sister. She lives in Ferry Street number 2.
All right, Mr. Prince, you've done enough to yourself now, haven't you? Come on, let's have you out of here, eh? You got a key to the back door, Mr. Prince? It's still your home, you know. You got to go back in there sometime, right? Have you had anything to eat in the past 3 days?
No.
And nothing to drink either? No. Well, let's make you a cup of tea then, shall we? Maybe your sister can put a bit of grub together for you. Where'd you keep your tea?
It's over telly.
Oh, yeah. Well then, now that we've managed to get you back into the land of the living, anything else you want to tell me?
No.
Would you like to show me round? Would you mind if I took a look?
No.
My wife's things.
What things?
There's things she put together and couldn't be bothered to take, or didn't need. They're half packed, lying around the place. I just don't want to see those things. Not at the moment.
Right. Everything's all right now, Mr. Prince. Oh, I don't suppose you could have had much sleep, could you? Not in that shed.
No.
Did you take sugar?
No.
Who's your GP?
Dr. Easton.
It might not be a bad idea for you to go and see him. Eh? Yeah. Drink up. What about your sister? Could she put you up for a night or two?
Yes, I'm sure she could.
And you get on with her all right?
Oh, yes. But she's a talker.
It's a good job. You know, you'll be kept busy trying to get a word in. Eh? Good therapy. What about a holiday? Have one yet? You should get one as soon as possible. What's your job?
Sell books. Old books.
Very nice. Well, when the dust has settled, maybe a couple of weeks or two, you could perhaps write to her or ring her.
No. It's too late for that.
Oh. The car that your wife left at the school, is it hers?
No, it's ours. Everything was ours. You see, we shared everything. Only she never really liked that car. Always wanted something better. Always looking.
It's a mess, isn't it? Oh,
The man she's gone to live with.
It is okay, though, come on.
Do you know his address?
Not for that.
About your call regarding the missing school teacher, Mrs. Stephanie Prince. I have made contact with the husband, who's informed me that she has left the marital home to live with somebody else. He's given me an address where she can be located. Flat 6B, Romney Court, Bosworth Avenue. If you could get someone to go round there, have a look, maybe have a chat with the lady just to make sure. But I reckon you'll find her there. And from what I can gather, she won't be coming home. Out. Mrs. Burridge, Mr. Burridge?
Yes?
Would you come this way, please?
What is it? What's wrong?
Would you mind telling me who holds the rent book on this particular allotment plot?
Oh, we don't call them allotments. We prefer to call them leisure gardens. But we own both these sites.
Yeah, just the name on this one, please.
Ours, of course. Burridge.
And these plants, are they also yours?
No, not exactly.
How'd you come by them?
Our son asked us to grow them for him.
Your son?
Yes. He owns the H&A Centre in the Mill Street shopping precinct. Do you know it?
No.
I know it.
So what you're saying is your son bought these plants here as seeds?
No, seedlings.
And you planted them?
Yes.
And you water them regularly, you hoe them, you prune them?
Of course.
So what you're saying is you've generally cared for these plants during the process of their growth?
Hey! Yes, my wife and I, you might say, have green fingers. Always been lucky with plants.
Are you aware that the cultivation of any plant of the genus cannabis is an arrestable offence?
What?
It is my belief that these are cannabis plants, and I'm going to take them away for examination. I shall also want another word with you in the presence of your son about the Misuse of Drugs Act. Do you understand?
Misuse of drugs? What do you mean?
Sarge.
Wait here, please. Excuse me.
Yeah, shut the gate. And don't forget to link. Oops. How's that? Oh, very good. Very good. Here, it's this one.
Hello, Iris.
Mr. Peters, what are you doing here?
Hold on, you.
Just having a look at a few sheds.
Sheds?
This one in particular. I've been told it's a regular little hothouse in there.
Am I busted, Mr. Peters?
Right, let's be having you rise and shine. This is your early morning call. Come on, time to go home.
Oh, God. What time is it?
5 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yes.
Well, why are you waking me up then?
Just clearing some space for the next shift.
Oh, you can't do this. It's inhuman. They wouldn't do this in South America.
Yeah, you wouldn't be on 100 grand a year in South America either. Now, pack it up and go home. This is not a hotel, you know.
Oh, really?
George, start processing him for me, will you? I'll be along in a minute.
Sarge, you'd like to come with me, sir?
Wakey, wakey. Come on, sleeping beauty. Up you get.
Leave me alone.
You can't stay here all day. Right. I'll give you another couple of minutes, and you've got to get up, right? Right, sign for your stuff and out.
You're a fascist.
And you're a dickhead. Unfortunately, we can't charge you for it. George, will you escort this gent off the premises? Couldn't get us a cup of tea on your way back, could you?
Yes, Sarge. Come on.
Time's up.
No.
Come on, you're occupying valuable space. Scarcer than NHS beds, these cells. Come.
I can manage perfectly well on my own, thank you.
Now then, Mr. McPhee, you've been a bad boy again, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
But as you've had only one previous drunken disorderly this month, I'm going to be chargeable and let you go with a caution. Isn't that nice of me?
You mean you're letting me go?
Yes, all heart, aren't I?
But I'll go out and do it again.
Quite possibly.
I'll go out and smash some windows this time. I'll attack someone.
Feel it coming on, can you?
You've got to stop me. I'll kill somebody.
You've got to catch them first. Now come on, sign here, and I'll show you out.
I'm not going. It's the middle of the night and I've got nowhere to go. Charge me, you heartless being.
No.
What if I kill you?
Can't charge you if I'm dead, can I? Come on then, sign for this lot. 3 pieces of paper. 1 box of matches, 2 delightful dog ends, 1 gyro check. Don't spend it all on booze this time, eh? 1 razor, 1...
That's an offensive weapon.
It's disposable. 1 half-empty bottle of scotch.
I nicked that.
I don't care if you distilled it yourself. You're not staying here, right? Now sign for this lot and out you go.
What if I hit you? What do you do then?
I'll hit you back, that's what.
Sounds like Tom's having a rough time of it.
You calm down now.
Please, I feel awful.
Well, you will do the amount you've had to drink. Right. Off you go, and try not to darken our doors again too quickly.
But I'm a grandfather.
You got relatives? How nice. Why don't you go and stay with them?
They live in Australia.
Can't say I blame them. Come.
You're heartless.
Yes, I probably am. Who's meant to be on the front desk? It's like the Marie Celeste out there.
Oh, it's Ken. He's just answering the call of nature. Sounds like you've been suffering.
Shan't be sorry to get home, I can tell you. What a night. Oh, that's what I call a welcome sight.
Did you get rid of McPhee all right then, Sarge?
Yeah, just needed a bit of encouragement, that's all.
Morning, Tom. George.
Ah, saved. It's the cavalry at last. You're early this morning, Stu. Be relief been in trouble with timekeeping?
We know worse than you lot.
I might not turn up at all tonight. After last night, I could do with a week at home. Right. For your delectation, Mr. Colliandros in 1. Serious assault. Priority job when CID eventually walks in. This chap in 3, Collins, dealing we reckon. Caught in possession, piles of ready cash, deeply offensive manner. 2 and 4 had drunks in them, but I managed to clear them all out for you with a proverbial boot up the backside. So, that's your lot. I'm off to slip into a well-earned coma. May the force be with you.
Cheers, Sarge.
Please come quickly. You must come quickly. In there.
Find one of the sergeants.
Sergeant Lamont! Sergeant Lamont!
Did he call an ambulance?
He's well dead, Sarge. Looks like he's been hit over the head, too.
Call one anyway. Did you see him come in here?
No, Sarge. Can't be recent, though. He's cold.
Did you move the body?
No, Sarge.
Good, OK. Get the CAD room to call in the divisional surgeon, and you better get CID out of it as well.
Right, Sarge.
Why did you want me? I was meant to be getting the kids to school this morning.
You might need your discreet touch.
In here. The Socko's on her way round. So's Mr. Brownlow.
I see what you mean. Who was in custody?
Tom Penny.
So there's a perfectly simple explanation.
Yeah, well, that's your job, isn't it?
Hey, look at this. This head wound. That from a punch, do you reckon, or when he fell?
No, it's not from a punch. Look at the state of the body. I still smell the whiskey. I bet he was still drunk when they chucked him out. He staggered back in here, fallen over and hit his head on the way down.
It's not enough to kill him, though, is it?
Maybe, maybe not.
But supposing he was it?
By Tom Penny.
Could have been someone else. Who showed him out? We don't know yet. You don't think this is an inquiry job, do you?
I hope not.
Sergeant? Morning, sir.
CID here?
Yes, sir. They're checking the cell where the man was last night.
Right. Well?
Good morning, sir.
Not good news, I'm afraid, sir. There's a patch of fresh blood here on the wall.
Yeah. Who was on duty last night?
Tom Penny was in custody and Melvin was on the front desk.
Who made the arrest?
PC Turnham arrested him and PC Abel brought him in.
Right, I'm recalling them all. And I'm getting in MS-15. This thing's going to be done properly.
Let's go and have another look at that body. Those four are going to need all the help they can get with complaints about, and I should know.
Oh, yeah.
Right, sir. Uniforms to forensic and the officers to be placed in separate rooms.
No one's to talk to them. Not a word about McPhee. When they get here, let me know. I'll be in my office, right?
What do you make of that?
Well, he's definitely hit someone. So, whichever one of the lads comes in with a black eye, that's the bloke who clobbered him.
He could have hit someone else before he was arrested. It might just show he was in a violent mood last night.
If there are any straws, we better find them and start clutching.
Better be a very good reason for all this.
Yeah, Sarge, what's going on?
I can't say. I'm sorry. Let's just get it over with, shall we?
Well, sir, at least the body's not black.
I've instructed our CID to brief you on what they picked up so far.
They haven't spoken to the men yet, have they?
No, not at all. They just know that they've been recalled on duty. The rest is up to you. You're very welcome to use this room if you like.
Good. From what you've said, they shouldn't take too long.
Is it the same ones as last time?
No one's mentioned any names.
Well, we could be okay, as long as they haven't sent Cameron.
But our lot have got nothing to worry about, have they?
Everyone's got their breaking point.
I've got to get hold of the Federation solicitor.
Roach. Yeah, okay, sir, we're on our way. Brownlow wants to see us. You coming, Rach?
Yeah.
Come in. I didn't send for you, Hollis. If you want to see me, come back later. This is Detective Superintendent Cameron and Detective Sergeant Barry from MS-15. I want you to give them all the help you can.
Morning, Rich.
Where are they?
Oh, I see. It's Reg Hollis, Federation representative, is it?
Oh, come on, Sarge, don't mess me about. I've got to talk to them.
You should know better. It's up to Mr. Brownlow and MS-15 whether you can talk to them or not.
Look, whose side are you on?
It's not a matter of sides. I'm on their orders.
All right, if that's the way you want it. I'm getting a Federation solicitor in.
You do what you want.
Mr. Brownlow's already told us about the blood in McPhee's cell. Any ideas how that might have got there?
No.
We haven't been allowed to question the men concerned, you see.
No. Well, I think we'd better go and see the body for ourselves, don't you?
I think that would be a wonderful idea.
Yeah, but look, it's urgent. They've just come off night duty and then let any sleep. MS-15 will crucify them. Yep. Well, look, try and contact him. I don't think I can stalk him much longer.
Mind if I look?
I finished. He's ready for the path lab.
Look at this hand. That's his own bandaging. Make a note to check if it was already done when he was arrested.
You better check the cell.
Right, I think we'll have a wee chat with the officers. All over before lunchtime, don't you think?
The men concerned have been asked if they object to being questioned now. To their credit, they say that they do not mind. Nor do they mind that for the moment a solicitor will not be present. Now, do you understand that? Good.
Good morning, Constable Abel. I'm Detective Superintendent Cameron. This is Detective Sergeant Barry. You're not under arrest, but as this is a serious matter, I must caution you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be given in evidence.
Sir?
There must be something here. What's happening?
I've started.
Without your solicitor?
He hasn't arrived yet, has he?
Oh, well, that's it then. They'll have the thumbscrews up by now.
Have you any idea why we might want to question you, Sergeant Penny?
No, sir.
No idea at all?
Absolutely not, sir.
Anything happened last night that you'd like to tell us about?
You can't mean that lager lout.
Lager lout?
He wanted a clip round the ear. What's he claiming? Mental cruelty? Or he didn't get a cooked breakfast and a long lie-in?
Is that your usual method of dealing with problem prisoners, Sergeant Penny?
I don't follow you, sir.
Clip round the ear.
Not much chance of that, sir. I'd have you lot round alleging a serious assault.
Let's just get back to last night, shall we? I want you to tell us everything that happened from the moment Anthony Patrick McPhee was brought in.
McPhee? What's McPhee got to do with anything? He hasn't made a complaint, has he?
Just tell us what happened, Sergeant Penny.
As you wish. He was brought in about 11:30. Someone had called in from the Plough public house on the High Street saying McPhee was drunk and disorderly. PC Turnham attended, confirmed the situation, called out the van.
Driven by PC Abel?
That's right. Hold on, wait a minute. Turnham and Abel have been called back in as well, haven't they?
Just continue, Sergeant.
Sir, I only agreed to go ahead without a solicitor or a Federation rep present because I know I haven't done anything. All I want to do is get home as quickly as possible and get a sleep in before tonight. But if you're going to start accusing me of something, I want to know what it is.
Well, you finish the story, and we'll tell you. Okay?
Nothing happened. But if that's what you want to know, sir, I booked him at 11:40 p.m. and put him in cell 4.
On his own?
Yes. Can't complain about overcrowding then, can he?
And then?
The usual with any drunk. He started shouting and swearing, then he quietened down. By 12:30 he was silent. I checked him every half hour and he was asleep. Then, just before 5 a.m, PC Garfield and I turned him out along with another drunk. Standard practice, end of story. Sir.
No, it isn't, Sergeant. What about seeing him off the premises?
Yes, I did all that. Everything by the book. Restored his property, got him to sign a caution, showed him out.
What time was this?
About 5 o'clock.
Did anyone see you escorting McPhee out?
No, sir, not as far as I'm aware. PC Garfield had gone for a cup of tea and there was no one in the front office. I just showed him out the front door.
And nobody at all saw you?
No. Now, will you please tell me what this is about?
Certainly, Sergeant. Just before 7 a.m. this morning, Anthony Patrick McPhee was found in the front interview room of this station with severe head wounds.
Well, he can't claim that I did it, sir.
No, he can't claim that, Sergeant.
Thank God for that.
No, Sergeant Penny. He can't claim it because he's dead.
Oh, I've had enough of this. I'm going down to pathology.
Let us know as soon as you're here.
Whatever happened to that prisoner happened while you were away from your post, neglecting your duties. Did you see McPhee?
No, sir.
Never?
No, sir.
If you'd have been doing your job properly, you'd have seen him escorted out. But you didn't. You're in trouble already. If we find out you're protecting someone else, you're in an even bigger mess, sonny. Does the truth matter to you?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you lying?
I'm not, sir.
Sergeant Penny's lying to us. So are you. We think you did it. So do the others. Constable Melvin, this is your last chance. Did you see or hear anything?
I heard them talking, sir.
What did you hear? Come on, son. You have no reason to protect Sergeant Penny. What did you hear?
I heard an exchange of words as the prisoner was escorted out, sir.
An exchange between the prisoner and Sergeant Penny?
Yes, sir.
What did they say?
Well, what were they exchanging? Racing tips, pleasantries about the weather, recipes for Black Forest Gateau. Well?
Threats, sir. Vague, very vague threats. It was nothing serious.
What did they say?
I can't remember, sir. It was nothing.
You can remember.
The prisoner was shouting. He said, what if I hit you? What'll you do then?
And what did Sergeant Penny say?
He said, I'll hit you back, that's what.
Oh, dear.
But he didn't mean it, sir. I'm sure he didn't. He wouldn't.
Any news?
On McPhee. Give us a chance. We've only just started.
Well, how long is it going to take?
No idea. You'll just have to wait.
Do you mind, Constable?
So I've been informed that the Federation solicitor can't be up another hour. I really feel it's necessary that I should be present.
Any results?
We've not finished yet.
Look, all I want is the basics.
I said we haven't finished.
Now, look, I've got colleagues being grilled by MS-15 over that body. Just give me the simple facts, please.
OK, but this is only the preliminary results. It's not gospel.
That's fine. Just tell me.
Well, for starters, he didn't die from the head wound.
There's something you haven't told us, Sergeant Penny. You had words with the late Mr. McPhee as you were showing him the door.
Did I, sir? I don't remember.
Yes, your good friend P.C. Melvin told us. Remind him, Sergeant Barry.
McPhee said, what if I hit you, what will you do then? And you said, I'll hit you back, that's what?
Did you say that, Sergeant Penny?
Maybe, sir. I don't remember.
And we spoke to Constable Garfield, who helped you last night and this morning. What did he say, Sergeant Barry?
He said he never saw the prisoner all night. Then just as you were about to release McPhee, you sent P.C. Garfield off to make some tea. When he got back, you said that you'd got rid of McPhee all right. You said, I quote, he just needed a bit of encouragement, that's all.
And when you handed over to Sergeant Lamont at 6, you said you'd managed to clear out the drunks with the proverbial boot up the backside.
You told us earlier that your lager lout needed a clip around the ear.
This is absurd. You're twisting what I said.
Those remarks could be interpreted quite differently.
We know from the others that McPhee was unmarked when he was brought in. 5.5 hours later, he's dead from a head wound. There's blood in the wall of his cell and his hands heavily bandaged.
No injury reported, no call to the divisional surgeon.
No one saw the man, except you. You made sure of that. Now he's dead.
I didn't touch the man.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
Are you absolutely certain about this? I'm not going to stop the inquiry unless this is the official verdict.
Yes, I'm pretty sure, sir. I know it's only the preliminary finding, but they seem certain that McPhee died from heart failure brought on by continual heavy drinking. Now, the head wound happened when he fell, and the hand injury was caused from punching the cell wall much earlier on.
Right. Well, if you're certain, I'll tell the officers concerned. There's no point in them proceeding any further.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Great.
You were?
Yeah, it's good news. So that's it then. Everybody can go home. You must be chuffed. Get one over the bully boys.
Chuff. I'm livid. They haven't even had as much as one word of apology from that Cameron. And all Brownlow could say was, remember to collect your uniforms from forensic. You're on again tonight. You hadn't even organised a lift home for him. No, Cameron's the winner, not me. Chuffed. Right now, I feel like packing it all in.
Sarge, I just wanted to say,
I know what you said to them.
I'm really sorry.
I don't want to hear. Forget it. Doesn't matter. All in a day's work, eh?
Yeah, I'll see you tonight, Sarge.
Well, thanks for the good work.
A pleasure, Mr. Brownlow.
Yes, indeed.
I knew I could rely on MS-15 to do a quick and thorough job.
Oh, just before we go, one thing I should mention. I'm not at all happy with the security in this station. There should be an officer on duty in the front office at all times. I seem to remember there was a firebomb here not so long ago. I'll be including that in my report.
All to say?
Benjamin Bartlett?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your arrest.
What for?
Grievous bodily harm.
There must be some mistake.
Last Saturday, whilst playing in a rugby match at Derris Ground, you fractured an opposing player's nose and cheekbone.
I'm sorry, I find this hard to believe.
You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so.
We shook hands after the match. I apologise to him.
Anything you do say will be written down and may be given in evidence. Mr. Bartlett, we're taking you down to Sunhill Police Station where you will be charged and bailed.
If you cooperate, you could be back within the hour.
What are they doing with it, Benny?
Nothing, it's all right.
Bit stupid coming here, wasn't it? Couldn't you have arrested him somewhere else?
Oh, we have tried. Haven't we, Mr. Bartlett?
Please, George, I've got to sort this thing out myself.
Right. Shall we go?
Do you want me to get in touch with somebody?
No, please.
A solicitor?
No, George, not at this stage, thanks.
Thanks, lads.
I apologise. We must seem an unruly lot to you.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 6, receiving, over.
Game has changed a lot since my day.
You play rugby?
Receiving, over.
The RAF, wing 3/4.
Very appropriate.
Too many professionals now.
Would you inform YP that we've arrested a man on their manor, over?
I still manage to get a couple of tickets to Twickenham now and again.
This is serious, isn't it?
Could you give me the particulars? Over.
First game of the season, too.
Prisoner is Benjamin Bartlett, arrested at the Caravilla Rugby Club, Sheringham Way, at 18:06, over.
What station are you taking him to? Over.
Who made the allegation?
Sunhill, over.
The player you assaulted, Vernon Meredith, made a statement alleging that you kneed him in the face several times when the scrum collapsed.
Right, will do.
I admit bodily contact.
Cheers, out.
Is that what you call it?
It's a rough game.
Maybe, but it's no license for GBH.
I admit being overzealous in trying to get the ball back, but I did nothing with intent to cause injury. It was purely an accident. You can understand that, surely.
I don't call you Big Bad Benny Bartlett for nothing.
It's simply because it's an alliteration.
What's it they say about rugby? Is it gentlemen playing a thug's game or thugs playing a gentleman's game? I can never remember.
The words of a cricket fanatic. He's never played a man's game in his life.
At least we don't go around maiming each other all the time.
This could be the end of my rugby career.
I'd find you not guilty. The judge might be a rugby nut as well.
And disciplined by the club.
Bringing the game into disrepute.
Yes. Not a very nice stain to have on one's character.
Mike, pull up at that shop over there and get me some aspirin.
Migraine still playing up.
Someone's pounding on my head with a hammer. We left a load of messages for you to contact us. You must have known at some time that we were going to come knocking.
I thought it was about a traffic offence. I had no idea it was regarding this.
72, please. Thank you.
Look, Benny, this is a rubbish job to us. It's a lumber. As far as I'm concerned, I would have far preferred that the matter be dealt with internally by the clubs concerned. I don't like to see the game get a bad name. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it.
True love never runs smoothly.
That's not love, Benjamin. That's business.
Oi! Pack it in!
Leave it out!
What you think you're doing then, eh? Oi! Leave it alone!
Stay with her!
Over here!
You all right?
Look what I've done to my trousers.
Yeah. Well, there's always another day.
Yeah. Another day.
Out of the way, please! Oh my God, get an ambulance!
So stay where you are. Don't try to speak. He's all yours. Where's the girl?
Why in heaven's name? He was trying to help her.
Drugged up. Didn't you notice her eyes?
We make a simple arrest and then we get all this aggravation. It's not even our manner.
Yeah, don't I know it?
So what do we do now?
Give me the car keys. I'm gonna try and nick the girl and square this job up as best I can before people start asking questions. You get down to the hospital with him, make sure he's all right, then start touring this Manor's red light district, all right? I'll be in touch. Mike, the less people know about this, the better.
How bad is he?
Wouldn't like to say. One of your chaps, is he?
No, he was just helping us out.
Just a good citizen, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, Roach, Scannell.
What can I do for you?
Is the LAO about?
You're joking.
Well, if you could move your feet out of the way, I might be able to get a look at the index.
You involved in that stabbing in Parsons Road?
Yep.
Shouldn't interfere with the ponce of one of his girls.
How do you know he's a ponce?
It's my manner, isn't it?
So?
Well, I could save you a lot of legwork.
All yours.
Doctor? Is he going to be all right?
Yes, lucky man. 8 stab wounds, the rest are mostly superficial.
The rest?
Slashes to the abdomen. Crazed attack, I would say. Lucky man, no vital organs pierced. Have you made an arrest?
No, not yet. Still making inquiries.
Then you have a very dangerous person on the loose, officer.
Yes, I know. We shall keep him in overnight, probably release him later tomorrow. Thanks very much, Doctor.
There was a time you could give me the description, I could go straight to the card.
Time to go off, Sarge. It's 10 o'clock.
Blimey, is it that already? Time does go by when you're enjoying yourself.
Where do you think you're going?
Home to my missus.
What about all this?
Hard luck. You'll have to wait till the morning.
Now, you listen to me. I need your help, and I need it tonight.
Take your hands off me.
I need to find the girl.
Well, that's not the way to go about it, is it?
I'd go home to bed if I were you, mate. You look as if you've been overdoing it.
I'm not in the mood for conversation.
I'm trying to be friendly.
Any luck? Me neither.
I must have gone to about 40 places, got pulled by the local law twice for loitering. Cheers. What's the latest on Bartlett?
The hospital will let us know later on today.
So what now?
Keep looking.
Sierra Oscar 5, are you receiving over?
Receiving.
Would you contact Sergeant Pitton at Barton Street for information? Over.
Over.
You don't deserve this. It's Sunday after all. I couldn't sleep last night, been here since 5, going through those files. And I remembered, that fella applied for a shotgun licence.
Oscar Mulligan. That's him?
Clock the addresses. I owe you a big drink, mate.
I wouldn't get overexcited if I were you, because there's some bad news as well.
Go on.
Before you do anything else, I'd nip down the hospital a bit sharpish. RDI Les Hilbury knows all about your little incident. It's only a matter of time. He's down there now after your blood. Just thought I'd warn you.
That's all I need. One more favour, Sergeant. Can I hang on to this mugshot for a while?
What mugshot?
Thanks, mate.
Good morning, Sergeant Roach.
How are you feeling?
A little sore.
They reckon you'll be all right?
Missed a few games, probably, that's all.
I take it you know who I am?
Detective Inspector Hilbury.
And you know this is my manor?
Yes, sir.
Then why wasn't somebody in my office informed about this yesterday?
Well, one of your officers arrived at the scene just after it happened. I thought
Don't
perhaps
be clever with me, Roach.
I thought I could square it up without any fuss.
Square what up? What were you trying to make it? Common assault?
I hope your mate isn't in too much trouble.
Just one of those unfortunate things.
Maybe I shouldn't have got out of the car to help.
If it's anybody's fault, it's ours.
You know who Sonny is, don't you?
No.
The local magistrate, Grace Bartlett.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Look, the arrest was all above board. What happened was out of our control.
You don't seem to understand the complications, do you?
What complications? Okay, so I didn't report it straight away. That's because I was pursuing a line of inquiry.
Roach, Bartlett was under arrest. Those injuries were caused whilst in your custody.
Technically, he may be a prisoner, but he's not the sort who would take advantage of that kind of situation.
You're living in a dream world. If he sues, he could take us for every penny the job's got.
Did the girl say anything?
No, nothing. I helped her to her feet. She staggered. I think she was drunk or drugged or something.
Drugged, more than likely.
You're probably right. Anyway, she pushed me away. I thought she punched me at first. Then she punched me again and again. And then I saw the knife in there, this bloody big knife. And I looked down and my shirt was soaked with blood. And I don't know if it's a shock or not, but I just stood there looking down at the blood, and she kept thrusting the knife into me like a mad woman. The next thing I vaguely remember is coming round the ambulance on the way here.
We'll find her.
I know this may sound strange, but I feel sorry for her. She needs help.
She doesn't need help. She needs catching.
Nevertheless, I don't want to press charges.
Why should I stick my neck out for you?
Because you're a copper. A good copper.
Don't flatter me, Roach.
I'm sure I can nick at the day, Gov. At least give us a chance.
I'm due to retire in 2 months, and you haven't given me one good reason why I should jeopardize my pension.
It's all in your hands, Gov. Whatever I say now won't make any difference.
I'm going back to the office now. Mark you up as the investigating officer in this case, but I'm going to delay details of investigation. You have got until 5 o'clock this evening to come up with a result, Roach.
Thanks.
You're a good officer. An excellent thief catcher by all accounts, but you're a chancer. 5 o'clock.
I won't let you down, Gov.
I hope I haven't got you into too much trouble.
I hear your mother is a magistrate.
I don't want her to know about this. I was relying on your discretion.
Mr. Bartlett doesn't want to press charges.
Why?
It's a personal thing. I've already explained.
We'll talk about this later.
I won't change my mind.
What would your mother say?
I don't want her to know.
How'd you get on with Hilbrey?
You know him?
Vaguely. He's a friend of Burnside's, you know.
Well, I must be straight with you, Michael. Things don't look too clever.
So what now?
Go find Oscar.
Listen, what's your bad card, yeah? Listen, look, how much money up there?
I did.
What have you got?
20.
I'm out.
21.
Listen, what's your bad card, yeah? Listen, look, how much money up there, anyway?
Hello, Oscar.
Back. What?
Here.
Move.
What is this?
Ask Oscar.
It's nothing, man. A misunderstanding.
I wouldn't get involved if I was you, pal. What we want is a little chat with Oscar.
And the use of your back.
I don't want to hustle with you guys, man.
Where is she?
Who?
What's her name?
I don't know what to do with her, man. She's crazy.
Her name?
Tulip.
Tulip?
Everybody calls her Tulip.
What's her real name?
I don't know.
Where is she now?
I don't know, man. She's trouble.
Why is she trouble?
She's drugged up all the time, man. Buys crack from those kids in the street. Does all her money on that stuff.
Before you can lay your grubby little hands on her, is that what you mean?
Look, I'd like to help you guys, but she's one of my chicks anymore. I kicked her on the street last night.
I want her right now.
Before she kills someone.
I don't want any trouble, man.
You got it, man. Whether you want it or not.
Listen, you guys. I'll see what I can do, all right?
You're not listening to me, Oscar.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
We go and we find her. Togetherness.
You got girls working this time of the morning?
The golden hour. Pull up there.
I'd settle for a new head right now.
You better have these aspirin I forgot to give you last night.
Sure you can trust him?
Well, he knows if he helps us, we won't make it. Not for the moment, anyway.
Sierra Oscar 5, are you receiving? Over.
Loud and clear, over.
Your prisoner, Bartlett, is ready to be released from hospital. Over.
Oh, their timing is perfect, isn't it, eh?
We have to pick him up.
Did you receive my last transmission?
Yes, over and out. I'm beginning to think my luck has run out. I'll be in touch. Right, Mr. Bartlett. I have to take it down to Nick now and charge you. I am sorry.
I understand. You don't have to apologize.
You got everything?
Yes.
Hey, hang on.
I don't believe it. Ted, look who's turned up. Somebody up there loves us.
Look after Mr. Bartlett.
Tulip? Tulip? Come on, Tulip. You remember me? You remember your fight with Oscar? Do you remember me? She's out for lunch, Ted. Come on, Tulip. Hey, hey. Do you remember me?
Let it go, Benny. Benny, stop it. Get him out of here, Mike. Get him out of here.
Come on. Just take it easy, will you? I know.
You all right, love? You all right? Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Can you tell me your real name? Come on, you must have another name besides Tulip. What is it? Hey? You know you need help. You need treatment. Nurse? Just look after her for a moment, will you?
It's all right.
She's crazy. Completely off her rocker.
Probably the only way of life she knows.
How do people get like that?
Leave us, Mike.
Hey?
Leave us.
Okay, sure.
Why didn't you tell me you were a regular client of Tulip's?
She gave you my name?
There can't be that many big bad bennies about now, can there? We're gonna find out, you know. One way or another.
She used to let me slap her about.
And why in hell's name did she want to stab you?
A few months ago, after a match, I had a few drinks with the lads. I got drunk. I left the club about 11, got into a cab and went to look for her. She was carrying a baby. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know.
She had a miscarriage?
If only she'd told me.
Bringing the game into disrepute, eh? You sicken me.
Listen, Camford, I do not take kindly to having my time wasted on a cartoon deception. It's important we have a statement. Off me? No chance, pal. Sierra Oscar from DI.
Go ahead, Cuff.
Tell Carver I want to see him a second he returns from his present detail.
Look,
You under pressure, Sarge?
calling my nephew Philip, Fireman Sam is the new messiah.
I thought it was Postman Pat.
Now, listen, if I don't get a fireman's helmet by lunchtime tomorrow, I'm in dead lumber. You haven't got any ideas, have you?
Fire station?
Oh, please.
Bob, you got a minute?
No, I'm in a bit of a rush, Frank.
You seen Carver?
He's at a post-mortem, isn't he?
What did they tell you about notes made at the time?
Oh, hello, Gov.
You busy, darling?
Going for refs?
Couldn't do me a favour, could you, Claire?
Yeah, sure.
You give Warrants Department a bell. Little bird tells me there's a comprehensive policy of porridge out on that maggot.
Blow Thompson. CPS were asking about him earlier.
And they say lightning never strikes in the same place.
All right, Jim.
Bit of a honk, that's all.
A bug?
No. Burnside.
Oh, he's looking for you. His eyes are sticking out like organ stock. Sadist. Yeah, it's a nasty business.
current whipping boy, ain't I? It's what makes Carver tick weak, and they're all hovering around making jokes.
About your own mortality, isn't it?
Well, the kid never asked to be born, and they're all laughing.
It's embarrassment, you know that. Stops you going mad. You religious?
It used to be.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Trouble is, this firm steals lumps out of your insides.
Hello, darling. All right.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. It's not like you're moving my size. Hello, darling.
Summons and warrants, please.
Right, up. Come on, otherwise you get piles.
Burnside thinks I'm an idiot.
Yeah, come on, I'll take you back and I'll buy you milky coffee, eh?
Well, I'll tell you this, Sarge. Going back to uniform holds no fears. Look, I mean it.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of being treated like a schoolboy.
Jim, do you know anything about fireman skidlers?
Burnside. Yeah. Yeah, listen, Ted, you got Carver with you? What do you mean he's left? Well, it's about time you started twisting his extremities. Anyway, what's the result on the post-mortem? Kid never stood a chance. Anything suspicious? Good. That means it's down to uniform. Wait. Listen, Ted, you supervised the Blow Thompson file, didn't you? It was a gyro fraud. Yeah, well, it's gone off. Yeah, I know it's with CPS. I've just had some baboon-faced brief telling me to put a statement in. 'Cause, mister, nothing but the truth Carver has stuck me in a frame. That's what for.
Yes, mate.
What the hell's all this?
Contract quality, I think, pal.
Oh, Mr. Burnside, have your second.
Heady stuff, that, darling.
Yes. Look, Mr. Brownlow's office is being refurbished, and he thought rather than waste it, his old carpet could perhaps do your office out.
Oh, I thought I recognised the snail marks.
Pardon me?
It was a joke. Never mind.
Oh. Well, anyway, it's extremely good carpet.
Yeah, I know. Contract quality.
The trouble with you, Jim, is that you're an idealist.
Oh, so doing the right thing's a minus now, is it?
Technically, no.
But don't walk around with your heart on your sleeve.
Well, of course, we're speaking from a wealth of practical experience.
She's right. Your feelings are too transparent.
Oh, yeah?
It's your approach, what you should...
Talk of the devil.
Oi!
Oh, one of these days I'm gonna...
My office.
We're just taking a break, friend.
Not your territory, Bob. Well, go on then, if you're gonna say it.
Thanks for the coffee, Sarge.
We're all flesh and blood, Frank.
Well, maybe that's where we're all going wrong. Which reminds me. Did you get anything for me?
Yes, sir.
Terrific. Gets more like Fantasy Island in here every day. Close the door. Right, Bertie Smalls. What the hell are you doing telling CPS I've been having cell corridor conversations?
Sorry, boss.
That was a simple gyro fraud.
Blow Thompson's brief named you in a letter to them.
And you felt duty-bound to confirm it.
There was nothing I could do about it.
You stuck your nose into the shark-infested waters when you showed him the original gyro instead of a photostat. Now there's nothing I can do. They can go and whistle for their statement, and the flack's all yours. I'm going to take the meat off the other end of the bone. Tell me something, out of interest. A slip of paper drops through your letterbox once a month. True or false?
I don't understand, sir.
Your paycheck, Pillock. The Golden Eagle. Now, it may seem old-fashioned, but I thought you were paid to work. So what gives you the right to walk away from duty?
I couldn't help it.
You're a policeman.
Look, the burns were bad enough, but a 5-year-old kid. Why are we subjected to it?
Know the cause of death, do you?
Well, it seemed obvious.
Oh, I see. Pathology expert now. Didn't it occur to you that the kid might have been battered to such an extent that the mother set fire to the house to cover up a murder?
Well, the signs didn't say that.
You don't know that.
No, sir.
Do you think you're the first copper to come face to face with horror?
Whoa! Careful. Yeah, where'd you get that, son?
Jack shot round the corner, mister.
Yeah? Thanks.
And I'm a girl.
But there is more to this job than just getting results.
Enlighten me.
We do have a moral obligation to help people.
Join the Moonies, have you?
You don't like me, do you?
What's liking got to do with anything?
Well, can I be straight?
I'm not a mad dog.
Well, perhaps it'd be best if I did go back into uniform.
Oh, lost your bottle, have you?
Oh, no way, sir. I'd just be a hell of a lot happier.
More mystique. Who says we got to be happy in our job?
Do you want the truth?
From a detective.
You constantly wind me up!
It's called supervision. And this is called staff appraisal. Park your butt. No calls for 20 minutes, please. Out!
Sorry, mate.
Do I have to be physical?
This office is booked to be done. It says here. Marvellous, isn't it? It's no good looking at me for sympathy.
Here, you said...
Sorry, I thought it was empty.
Yeah, well, just get him out of here.
Sorry, look, maybe we do the passage first.
Make your mind.
That's it. Out!
Don't threaten me,
Look,
mate.
it was my fault. Come on.
Get run over by a bus, why don't you?
Thinks I'll just come out of the trees.
Makes life interesting.
I had a dream about her the other night. I'll bet she's not made out of Lego and Tipex.
Bit of a boiler to me.
Listen, pal, when you get to my age, you're grateful for a sweet-smelling boiler. At least they don't fall in love.
Look, I'm sorry if it seems like an obtuse request. OK, so you haven't got one. Thank you. Even Hamleys have drawn a blank. Did you get savaging?
I'm looking for a custody record.
Anyone famous?
Blow Thompson.
Ah, 2nd Division.
I've dropped Burnside in it, haven't I? Should have been a straight guilty plea, now we're being forced to give evidence.
Yeah, well, that's how you learn the trade, under the beady eye of the magistrate. There you go. Number 963. Gyro fraud.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, let's have a look. Was it 963? 963. There you go.
Oh, I thought so. Burnside's visit's conspicuous by its absence.
Yeah, let me look at that. I remember this. It was straight. Yeah, you got the fingerprint evidence off the cheque, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what's the problem? The entries seem clear enough. He coughed on tape.
Well, exactly. But just prior to that, Burnside spoke to us in the cell passage, didn't he?
Look, all you've got to do tomorrow is stand up and tell it as it was.
Jim, can I have a word, please?
More advice, is it?
You, have got Blow Thompson in court tomorrow, haven't you?
They'll be selling tickets and popcorn next.
Well, if you're not interested.
Plain, is it clear?
Look, is there something going on here I should know about?
Jim, speak to her. I think you're going to get a result tomorrow if you do.
A result? Not with Burnside as my star witness. Just one look at Kite-Hawk features would have Thompson Springs screaming duress.
Duress, Inspector. My client only admitted the matter after you'd had a word with him in the cell passage.
Incorrect.
Oh, I apologise. Please elucidate.
Thompson was never at any time put under duress by me.
So, could he have been subjected to it by Detective Constable Carver?
I never said that.
Well, are you suggesting that you didn't have a word?
We spoke, yes.
Repeat that, please, Inspector.
I spoke to him.
So, to get this absolutely crystal clear, there was a conversation between yourself and my client whilst he was under arrest.
I've said.
Then can you also say why this we'll call it a conversation, wasn't recorded on the custody record? We're waiting, Inspector.
I only bumped into him casually.
Physically or metaphorically?
We were walking in opposite directions.
And was Carver with him?
Yes.
Experienced officer, is he?
Moderately so.
So where were you off to then, Inspector?
I don't understand.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't my client in the end cell?
So?
Isn't there a wall at the end of the corridor?
Yes.
So, do detective inspectors have some sort of extrasensory power that enables them to walk through brick walls?
Eeyore, eeyore, eeyore.
It's a real one.
Yeah, it's a real birthday. 3 o'clock.
Sierra Oscar 9-2 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Yeah, 9-2 receiving over.
Yeah, could you state your location, please, Sarge?
Yeah, Aberline Crescent.
Go to the rear of Carswell Street, report a breaking glass.
Yeah, will do.
You see, Inspector, the purpose of your manifestation was to pressurize my client with the words, and I quote, "Listen, scumbag, you're having this, or I'm going to nail your families," and then, Your Worships, he refers to sections of my client's family's anatomies, "to the back door." Strong words.
Ridiculous.
That for the benefit of a young detective, you were going to show him how to get what is colloquially known as a cough.
Your client knows that to be patent rubbish.
So what's your version?
Might not be in your client's interest for me to say.
Oh?
Mr. Thompson is a known police informer.
He's a liar! I'm not a grass! Get up! Get your hands! I'm not a grass!
Gold.
It's... Yeah.
There.
Yeah, all right,
It's
darling, yeah, all right.
It's
Yeah,
down
okay,
there.
all right,
Down,
all right.
down there.
Yeah, all right, Claire.
I can't
will you
stop
take care of
shaking.
her?
Can you come
Yeah,
and have a
look
chat
after
with
her.
me, love?
When I saw them boys run out of that house, I knew something horrible had happened.
Okay.
Any more outbursts like that, and he'll go downstairs.
My client wishes to apologize most sincerely, Your Worships. Informant, eh? Please let us in on some of my client's neighborhood watch activities.
Nothing specific, but
Facts, facts, not buts.
Wait, come in. Sorry. Come in.
Excuse me.
Not all the informers in here.
Your Worships, my client does not wish me to take this line of questioning any further, as there is absolutely no question of his being a police informer, and such scurrilous talk can only muddy his private waters. We have clearly established that the inspector spoke to him, and this was not recorded on the official custody documents.
The point is taken, Mr. Todd.
And whatever the court may think, the inspector is not on trial here today. The matters raised are for another time and place.
Thank you, Mr. Todd. The point is taken. Re-examination, Mr. Camford.
No, sir, that is the prosecution's case.
But what of Detective Constable Carver's evidence?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Call D.C. Carver.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I give shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Detective Constable James Carver, stationed at Sonhill CID.
The circumstances merit that I stick with it. Claire is taking the necessary statements at the scene.
Received. The Home Office pathologist is on his way to the mortuary. Oh, confirmation, Sarge. Your time off has been granted.
And when formally cautioned and charged, he made no reply.
Cross-examination, Mr. Todd.
I'm obliged. Officer, the areas I wish to cover relate to matters surrounding Mr. Thompson's incarceration. Off-the-ball incidents.
Well, there weren't any incidents, sir.
If you say so. Now, how would you describe my client's living arrangements? Come on, officer. It's a large house split into DSS units, is it not? More commonly known as a gyro drop.
Well, yes, some do use it as such.
Yes, persons not wishing to be contacted by the authorities for whatever reason, availing themselves of a post-restant address.
I suppose so.
Was the door open?
I can't remember.
Officer, my instructions are that the door had not been able to be locked for at least 12 months.
Well, no comment, sir.
Not that I'm suggesting that you or any other officer committed that damage, but what we have here is an open situation where gyros can be dropped and left for any Tom, Dick or Harry to retrieve. Would you agree?
Well, if you say so, sir.
And what's more, my client took great pains to point this out to you.
Well, what he said was the envelope could have been nicked in the passage, but that was just...
Precisely. Let's deal with this check. Did you not show my client the check at the police station?
No, sir. I showed him a photostat. The original was at the lab.
Ah, your zeal is showing, officer. Now, I would have preferred to have led up to this gently, but since it's reared its ugly head... How many times did you interview my client?
Twice, sir.
Nice day, isn't it?
Officer, wouldn't you normally send the gyro to the laboratory for forensic examination?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you have the original gyro with you on this occasion?
Yes, I think I did, but I...
Are you saying that my client never touched the check at any time?
Well, I'm not sure, but...
Nothing but the truth, officer.
I can't remember.
In fact, didn't my client say to you something like, let's have a look at that then, and then when you showed it to him, he said, that's Mickey Mouse's signature?
Oh, definitely not, sir.
Ah, I see. Your memory's improving with time and circumstance. Never mind.
Well, he never did touch...
Yes, thank you, officer. The court recognizes the strain of recall, even to a trained, honest officer. Well, that's one ghost allayed. Now we move on to the spectre of Detective Inspector Burnside. Do you remember a confrontation between him and my client in the cell passage?
No, sir.
Oh.
Well, no confrontation.
Ah, well, how would you describe this, assignation?
Casual.
In a cell passage? Are there officers on point duty down there?
I'd like to explain, Your Worship.
Let's just stick to the thrust of the evidence, officer.
The court would be very interested to hear, Mr. Todd.
I'm obliged, Your Worship.
The DI came to see me.
Do you seriously expect us to believe that?
A supervisory visit.
Doesn't he trust you, then?
Well, I don't know, sir.
Oh, come on, officer. Isn't the real reason the inspector called to pressurize, terrify my client into an admission?
Oh, no way, sir. Mr. Burnside feels everyone who comes into a police station is a potential police informant.
Does he now?
Yes, sir. And I'm inclined to agree with him.
Your Worship, this is preposterous. It's a conspiracy.
Perhaps the officer could expand.
Well, I'll try, sir. It's just that everybody that comes into the station is normally at the centre of a problem. Well, they want us to do something for them. Well, it's either that or it could be a prisoner with some information. I don't seem to be putting this very well. But we've got to try and get what's there. If we don't, well, we're not doing our job properly. It's how you tap into it, and that's what the boss is trying to teach me.
Sheep, eh? Follow my leader?
I resent that, sir.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, sir. I am on oath.
What?
No, thanks.
First time this week I've been able to get me sandwiches. It's been absolutely deadly.
So, Detective Constable Carver, what's your version of this mysterious conversation?
Look, the DI was giving it me in the ear, Your Worships, and the accused grabbed the DI's shoulder and said he wanted to speak to the organ grinder, not the monkey.
This is page 1 from Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Let the officer finish, Mr. Todd. And then what, officer?
Well, the boss gave him a few sharp words.
Yes, threats.
No, sir. Thompson was demanding a deal and the DI said no way. Nothing was on the table till this one was done and dusted.
A clear inducement put in an aggressive way.
His tone was no worse than yours, sir.
I beg your pardon?
I think you left yourself wide open for that one, Mr. Todd. Is there anything else?
Just one thing, sir. Can you tell us why Burnside's conversation was not recorded on the custody record, in accordance with PACE?
Yes, sir.
Another convoluted answer, officer?
No, sir. I forgot.
Could we get this over, Mr. Todd?
Yes, sir. In my submission, there is no case to answer against my client.
Mr. Camford.
That's the prosecution's case, sir.
Hello, Philip. Happy birthday, young man. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. No, it's nothing. Just work.
Sweat running down your back, is it? Keep him on a leash, mister.
You'll be hearing from us.
Yeah. I won't hold my breath. You haven't seen Breen, have you?
Yeah, I've spoken to her.
Yeah? You surprised me. Go and get him, Rover.
Oi! You're nicked.
Do what?
Commitment warrant means prison, mister. No bail.
Well, stop them.
Sorry, nothing I can do.
You dirty...
Lodge him, and I'll buy you a drink.
Then you owe me one, Frank.
What? After that performance in there?
Oh, come on. Thompson's an oily little oink. I did tell you about the warrant. It's got to be worth something.
Your public duty.
Oh, you're a hard man. I must say, that Carver's impressive.
Yeah, he's finally beginning to think like a